Mackey Motors in Lake City is the place to find new and certified used vehicles, along with a knowledgeable and helpful sales staff. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City.
Mackey Motors postgame show continues here on Kick 106.7. Matt Wilken, the head coach for the Arweaver Rockets, joining us here in the postgame. And Matt, you and I were just talking. You guys played with them tonight. People are going to see the final score at 59-42 and probably feel like this game wasn't close. But this game tighter than that. You guys had some opportunities. Just couldn't get enough rebounds on the defensive end. And I thought they had two big runs in the first half that gave them that cushion, and they never quite gave it up.
The run in the second quarter is what hurt us. You know, we got out to an 8-2 lead. We couldn't. We were running stuff crisp, and then usually we get stagnant in the third quarter. We got stagnant in the second quarter a little bit. They kind of pushed us out and the ball pressured a little bit, but they're physical and they get after you. And when you're allowed to play physical like tonight, it bothers us a little bit. But I was extremely proud of our guys in the second half. I mean, I couldn't have got any more livid if I would have been on the floor. I told the guys, if it's going to get this physical, let me out there, and
right.
We started answering the call and we got physical back finally, and we started getting after them and we competed, and it was 11 a couple times. We had chances, but that run got us down. We got down 15, then it was 12, and it stayed about 12 to 14 most of the game.
Right.
From the middle of the second quarter towards the end. What'd they make the last 8 free throws?
Yep.
So I told the boys, we didn't be a 17, but you have 8 free throws and we had a couple of chances. We easily could have been a 6-8 down, but I just thought we competed our butts off tonight. We have been a lot lately, but let's be honest, they're a really good team. Their aspirations are to end up in Des Moines. They got a tough team or two, to get there, but I really liked how we competed and played, and we started taking it at them. We got knocked on our butt a couple times and got up, made the free throws, and I was really, really proud of the effort of the guys. Our effort's been good. The only time we got in trouble was we started playing, I wouldn't call it scared, tentative, scared both, and they made the run, and we just weren't answering, and some guys stopped doing what we asked them to do, especially on defense, and then we couldn't put the ball in the hole on offense. So, the snowball kind of rolled a little bit, but then once we got it going, I really liked how we competed the second half. I thought we played a pretty good second. I think we had 27 points the second half, so not bad.
No, you guys, also 8 for 8 from the free throw line for you guys. Didn't get to the line probably as much as you wanted to tonight. That
should have, holy
moly,
moly,
yeah. It was very physical out there. I give the officials credit for this. They didn't call much tonight, but that was the way it was in the girls' game all the way through the boys' game. They left the kids decide things. There was a lot of contact that a lot of times gets called, but they were consistent throughout both games tonight.
Very true. They were consistent. I thought they did a decent job, but the part I couldn't handle was there was 3 or 4 times I saw and pointed out we had 2 hands shoved in the back on a rebound, and if the game wouldn't have been still within hand of 12 points, I would have got a technical or loss. I'd have been in midcourt because I won't stand for that. I won't. I love my guys. I will not let that happen where you stand there and I push 2-hand shove a kid, which is a dangerous play in the back, then gets rebound and put it in, and then tell me you didn't see it. Everybody in the stand saw it, so I thought that was the worst part. But yes, very consistent they were. I won't complain about that one bit, but some of that stuff like that, you got to clean that up. You can't just let. We had some too. There was some slaps. Now you can't just let muggings go on. That just can't happen.
Coach, you mentioned here how much better you guys are now from when you saw them the first time back right before Christmas on December the 21st. Where do you feel like this team has grown? Is it really just the competing and being able to handle the physical play?
Some of it's competing. We're a little better on offense. Sometimes we get
I think you just unplugged me, Tone.
You unplugged us up here.
Okay, we're back on here. And Coach, go ahead with that thought there.
They were censoring me. I think that I was going to say something bad. You're right. The competing is the biggest thing. And we've put a lot of things in on offense. We got stagnant at times, and when we just keep running through our sets or offense and keep going, when we hold the ball too much and dribble too much, we look like a bad team. But a lot of teams do. So when we keep moving it, use the screens and keep going, and be aggressive, take the ball to the hole, and then our defense has gotten a lot better. Our man, they're a tough guard. And we didn't just play straight up, man. We did a little bit of junk with one guy on them, but when you got a 6'5" kid that can put the ball on the floor and make a 23-footer, and you got a lightning quick guard, and then you got a 6-foot post player that is, from the 80s with the way he plays, with how slow the game is for him. They're a hard guard, but our length, can bother him at times, and we had some times we did, but we've gotten tremendously better. There's no doubt about it, which I'm happy for that, even though we haven't got some of the wins we'd like to get. But we're tremendously better, and we've been playing a lot better. We've been playing hard, really playing hard.
Peyton Jourdan now Friday night get a chance to host them as the regular season really beginning to wind down quick.
Yeah, Peyton Jourdan played us decent the first time. We know we need a little bit better defensive effort, but we had a nice offensive effort against them. But we just got to go back to what we've been kind of doing here, go over some stuff and go over their stuff a little bit, and we just got to come out with the same intensity. And I told the boys, I said, fellas, you guys are really competing hard with a team that has been ranked and is up there in the top 10 or 15 through the year, and you're competing with them. So these other teams that aren't quite as good that maybe got us the first time, we got to compete with them and see if we can put a full game together and get one of these really good teams yet. And like I said, Peyton's been playing a lot better, so we need to get focused and get after them and see if we can end the season here on a few game winning streak. Hopefully, but it'll be tough. We have some tough games coming up.
Well, Coach, appreciate you joining us. Have a good bus ride home.
Sure will, Jeff. Thanks. Appreciate it.
You've had head coach Matt Wilken again with your Weaver Rocket boys. They fall here tonight 59-42.